Half it again, and hello, it's Vo. Welcome back to Magic Monday. I'm going to speak a little bit about Arena. I've sort of reached the end game of Arena now. Having some fun with these token decks and Bristly Bill. Try to double up the amount of tokens to try and find the upper limit of how many tokens you can put on a creature. Basically, I found out there was a limit. Same as swinging in after you put all that tokens on them. There's a limit to how much damage you can do. You know, there is a number where there's too much damage. It just stops counting it. But when you've got that many tokens on a creature, and you're doing that much damage, yep, I've sort of found the limits. So now we've been playing a lot of the Turtles expansion. Really enjoying that. It's an 80s kid who grew up in the 90s. The Turtles cartoon and everything. Branched out into playing the Pick 2 draft. That was the only time I was very successful in getting all the way through it. Didn't record the whole thing. But this is not really about the gameplay. So in the late game, you know, I've accidentally got lots of these achievements, but now I'm sort of focusing on them, looking to sort of complete the game, as it were. Never really seen it before as a game to complete. But yeah, I'm paying attention to the achievements that we can get, trying to get them all. Yeah, some interesting challenges that we'll have to build decks around. Yeah, there's lots of different things that I've never thought about doing. Different formats that I've not really investigated. All restrictions on what cards you can put into your deck based on time, when the cards were released. So I didn't know what Alchemy was. Or Brawl. I've played Commander. So I start going through them all. When you complete the achievements, you sometimes get rewards. Like little emotes and stuff. So this is a deck that I've been playing in Alchemy. Alchemy is a format that they're only allow you to play with cards from the last year. This is basically an elves deck. It's got 1 or 2 fairies in it, but lots of mana dorks. So we can try and only have 3 land, but still cast a spell that's 6 mana, using our mana dorks. That's the idea. Yeah, this is a fun deck to play. If you want to grab a quick look. It's all about Maralen and playing our opponent's stuff. So all the triggers are... So all the creatures are elves. Or fairies, so we can maximize our triggers. Yeah, this is the game. We managed to get out 3 mana dorks, then cast a 6 mana spell. Yeah, plenty of times I forgot and I would just lay the 4th land. Or I would get the mana dorks but not pick up a 6 mana spell. Or get to the point of a way to cast it but accidentally winning the game. Yeah, I had to play about 15-20 games before I got here. I played 2 6 mana spells just for good measure. Still lose the game. But never mind, we get the achievement, that's the main thing. And you don't have to set these things as your default when you get the rewards. I'm taking my Turtles themed avatar. Big Krang body. Spent ages figuring out how to favourite the lands. You have to go into your card collection. Then you have to go into the filter to filter lands. Then you have to click on this little symbol at the top that'll show you all of the different land types of that land you've got. Then you need to click on the little heart at the bottom. For some reason I don't have a full art island, and you can't get one using a wild card. It won't let you spend them on lands apparently. So never mind. That's how you get that achievement. And I pretty much like all the stuff I'm set up to. I've never re-rolled a quest. I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah, I've been doing the pick 2 draft just because the normal draft was out of cycle. I'm doing something else. I want to get all the Turtles cards. That's an achievement in itself, getting one of each card from the set. So yeah, drafting. I managed to pick up 9 rares for my draft pool, which is super greedy. Not going to use them all. That's an achievement we can get for a rare drafter. Like I say, if you don't look through all the achievements, you're never going to know what you're aiming for. Get some games of Brawl under my belt. Build a reanimation deck, just sort of tweak one of the decks that I'm normally playing in Standard. So we can try and reanimate Krang. So that's another achievement. Reanimating an 8-drop or higher. So yeah, we want to pick up Krang, then discard it, then reanimate it. Or put it on the top, then surveil it off. Got these cheap reoccurring creatures that we can sacrifice to kill our opponent's creatures. Whenever we commit a crime, we can get this 2/2 back. So yeah, we just keep sacrificing it to kill our opponent's creatures, and it just comes back again at the cost of 1 mana. A never-ending sack outlet. Yeah, we can also punish our opponent for drawing cards and discarding cards, having no cards left. We've got a tutor. Once we get up to the 5 mana, we can put a card on top of our library, then draw 3 cards by using both modes on our tutor. So we can get Krang in our hand. Then use Tiny Bonus Joins Up to discard the Krang, and make our opponent discard along the way. Then we can reanimate using the Faithful. There we go. We reanimated a big boy. Once we've been salty roped for a while, we get to swing in with him. Not twice though, more salty ropes and then we're out. Yes, another achievement done. Necro Mastery. Sounds lovely. We also get an achievement for drafting the same card 5 times in a draft. The rule of 5. Never didn't have it. That's going to be great. That's getting equipped. So these are all the cards that we just haven't managed to draft from playing Turtles. Just drafting naturally. Bunch of rares and a mythic. We're just going to craft them. I've got a whole bunch of spare wild cards from just years of playing this. So yeah, we've got a few more achievements left. I'll come back next time, pick up where we left off. Try and get some more. Till then, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.